Hi, welcome back to Modern Sage Comics. I'm Gene.
I'm Kiyoshi.
And today we're going to discuss the first part, I guess, of the Dawn of X.
Yeah.
Stick around. We're going to talk about the first part of Dawn of X.
Is this whole
That's
thing
this
Dawn
whole
of
thing
X?
is called Dawn of X.
I see. Well, I see.
Alright, so Dawn of X. I don't know. They started off real strong with the whole House of 10 House of X Powers of 10.
Really did a good job at getting you hyped for all the new stuff.
Yeah. And then when Xmen #1 finally came out, I read it and I'm like, this is a filler?
It very much seems like it. Yeah, I was kind of disappointed in quite a few of them.
I mean, the first part was cool.
Yeah, because it did like the whole House of X, Powers of X thing it was really hype. And you're like, oh, I can't see what happens
Next, yeah.
and then it just turned into like, this is what family life is like, and this is what like.
Yeah. See, but it started off really good with the whole we're cleaning up the other Orcus bases.
Yeah.
Right, and then they came home, and then the last like 3/4 of the book was about how they do family dinners.
Yeah. Well, it's just how the households work now.
And Wolverine lives with the Summers family.
Yeah. So
in between Scott and Jean Grey's room.
So it looks like since one of the laws is procreation.
Yeah.
Everybody's just lit a free society. So
we'll leave that up to you.
Yeah. So yeah,
to see what make more mutants mean.
Yeah. Which is cool, but I feel like they could have. I mean, it's the first issues, so I think I may be expecting too much, but it's just it was really high energy.
Well,
and
that's
just
it.
Went all
it's
the
the
way
first
down.
issues.
Yeah.
And then we go to after Xmen #1, we go to Marauders, which was one of my favorite titles of the series. I just love the way Kitty Pryde just goes and she's like she's hella cool.
Yeah.
Like when she fights all the soldiers.
It's kind of wonky how like she can't. It's just like plot stuff. How she can't get into Krakoa.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a little weird. I think
it has to be like on purpose.
I think so.
Like either Emma's doing it on purpose or somebody is, but she can't get in. So instead of getting in, she's working with a bunch of Omega levels to free mutants in different areas
and bring the mutants to Krakoa who can't go through the portals.
Yeah, because the portals, a lot of them are being guarded by military in the other countries, Russia, China. Yeah. At the same time, there's also disappearances, which Bishop is looking into. Which, according to the covers, Bishop is supposed to join the crew, the pirate crew. So that's a little interesting.
I liked it.
Yeah, Marauders was definitely one of the stronger ones. What's the next one we go into?
So we go into the next two is New Mutants and Excalibur. Those came out on the same week. Excalibur, I thought was really interesting. I mean, and I like Apocalypse.
Yeah,
so
and it has potential. It's going into the mystical realms, doing like Avalon and all that. Morgan Le Fay. Yeah. Betsy Braddock has her own body now, old body.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
And then she's split from Psylocke.
And then they call her Captain Britain.
Yes.
So
spoilers, by the way.
So in Excalibur, I thought it was a little strange, even with like Rogue and the whole Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah,
kind of thing that
going
on there.
They're going like fairy tale-esque. So we'll see where that goes.
I'm curious to see
Betsy
where that
Braddock
goes.
becomes the new Captain Britain. Old Captain Britain gets taken over by Morgan Le Fay, becomes the Black Knight.
Yeah, and it even looked like he broke away for a sec and let them escape.
Yeah, he lets her take the medallion, and when she uses it, it teleports her back to
Krakoa,
Earth realm.
And I thought it was a little weird with in the beginning with the brother when they resurrected their brother.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know. Yeah. That was a little.
Well, and I'm not too familiar with the Excalibur run, anyways. Yeah. So this might be like par for the course for Excalibur.
Well, what's weird was, I mean, in the original Excalibur, like Nightcrawler was part of it. So is Shadowcat.
Yeah, but they're doing pirate things. Well, Nightcrawler's not doing pirate things.
I don't know what Nightcrawler's doing.
Procreating.
Which brings us to and then we got New Mutants.
Oh, New Mutants
which felt like
just not really interesting. I mean, at least to me, I wasn't really interested. I'm
trying to think.
Starjammers?
Yeah, they had the Starjammer. No, it reminded me of a show.
Oh.
I'm trying to think of it. I can't remember. But so the New Mutants, they hang out with Starjammers, and then they get left behind.
Yeah, because the Starjammers are like, you guys are terrible children.
Yes.
And you're like stealing our stuff, and you can just stay here. So they're stranded on Shi'ar.
Oh, there's this. I think it was like a flower, right? He's like, oh, I've been trying to grow this for 10 years. It blooms once every 10 years, and you just destroyed it. And they're like, I don't care. And I'm like, wow. Yeah, you guys have no manners.
Yeah, they turn them into brats.
Yeah. So they get left behind on the Shi'ar planet.
Yeah. Well, then one of the, what you call covers?
Oh, the foreshadowing variant.
Yeah, foreshadowing variant shows Sunspot.
We'll see if Sunspot becomes the king.
Yes. I don't know.
But
it's just not, to me, it's really not a strong start.
No.
For that run.
Yeah, New Mutants, I don't know if it's gonna go the long haul. Which brings us to the X-Force.
Yeah, X-Force.
I thought it was pretty good. I liked it.
There was a lot of holes to me in it.
Yeah.
We were talking about it. Again, spoilers. And during the run, well, the Anti-Mutant Organization, right? So they end up...
Oh, with Domino.
Yeah. So it's an organization, underground organization. They're all wearing masks.
Like said, Domino runs out of luck.
Yeah. So she infiltrates the secret organization. They're about to do a DNA test on everybody to make sure they're not mutants. She goes, oh, better use a bunch of luck, and she just gets captured.
Yeah. She gets, like, kicked real hard.
I mean, it did show, like, a panel, like, cool panel where she fights for a second, but then she's just getting stomped on. And they use her access code or something to get into Krakoa. So they airdrop in, and Black Tom, he notices it, a couple other people do too.
Because apparently Black Tom... He's like part of the defense.
Yeah.
He becomes defense system.
Yeah, since he has plant powers, plant-based powers, he's talking like directly to
Krakoa.
Yeah. Which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It made his character a little bit more interesting instead of, I think he was just like a petty crook.
And then
they airdrop in, and then apparently nobody in an island full of powers can protect Professor X from getting shot.
With a normal gun.
In an island full of powers. And he doesn't use telepathy or anything to stop them from getting shot.
No.
They don't say, like, we're wearing, we're wearing psychic shielding helmets, so you can't even stop me, blang, blang. No, he just gets shot in the face. He's like, hey. Like,
he just goes, he's like, his hands
up. You don't want to do this, man.
He's like, yes, I do, man.
Yes, you do, man. You mutant freaks.
No, but yeah, so he gets shot.
Yeah.
And then they show the broken Cerebro.
And you're like, oh, well, they'll just clone him because they're cloning everybody. And then they go into next Fallen Angels.
Yeah, Fallen Angels. I mean, I enjoyed the read. Like you said, the art is a little...
I hate the art.
It's a little hard.
I think the artist is kind of trying to copy like Mac style. Mac's done like popular runs, like he did Man Without Fear.
I thought the layouts was cool though.
Yeah, the layouts were cool, but the art was it just seemed like he didn't know how to draw people.
Well, there's a part. Well, I didn't know until you pointed it out. There was a part where X-23 was like holding out her hand. And there was another hand, and I thought that was a man's hand.
No, it's Psylocke's hand, and it's like a big muggy hand. And you're like, wait, She's like, let me show you. And it's like the Man Hands episode from Seinfeld.
Yeah.
It's like, let me get that for you.
Yeah, but anyway, so in this one, I guess, I don't know, is Charles Xavier really dead?
So in the Fallen Angels issue, they noted, they say that like Magneto is mourning, and all this stuff.
He looks real sad. He's like, I don't have time.
Yeah, he's
to
like,
deal with you right now.
Yeah, he's brooding or whatever, and other people are mourning him.
Death.
But what's stupid about it, right, is that you'd think there'd be more of a show for it.
Yeah,
because
like there would be a huge funeral.
He's basically their Jesus. And like nothing's happening except for he's sitting in a chair. And maybe they'll go into it more in X-Force 2. There was like, to me, I think what they should have done was like maybe a mutant would have defected and killed him. Right?
Yeah, that would
I think that would have made more sense than
it would have created more drama.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, because everyone would have been like it's more believable than
airdropping.
Like a crap ton of Omega level mutants, and nobody can stop two people with guns. Like I just like that.
There's Magneto who can control metal.
Yeah.
You have Nightcrawler who can freaking teleport.
Yeah.
And Jean Grey, Omega level
telepath,
and while she's a telekinetic.
And while they're dropping in, right, they can sense them. Jean Grey is like can't like telepathically tell somebody across the island. Like with teleporting powers or Magneto, because he could have probably stopped them in midair from like where he was.
Yeah, because I don't know.
They're like equipped with metal gear.
Yeah, yeah, it's a little.
It's dumb. So it makes me think that
we go back to Powers. Oh no, House of X.
Mm-hmm.
Right, when they were boarding the Orcus station.
Yeah,
and no one used their powers to detect what the hell just happened.
It's plot armor.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
So,
does at least make it like
why aren't the mutants using their powers? Do they have some kind of pact? Like, we're only going to use it when we're in dire need.
I have mind control powers, but I'm just never going to use it ever. I only use it for telephone.
Communication.
I mean, well, Emma Frost is the only one so far that's used mind control.
Yeah, she did. Yeah,
nobody
not
else
mind control. Oh yeah,
yeah. She like alter
the votes.
Yeah,
a little
but
bit.
That's just like, come on, man.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. No one's using their powers. You know, I would have thought Wolverine could have been like, smells funky.
Yeah. Well, they were hunting. Him and Beast were trying to fight off a beast that wasn't supposed to be there or whatever. But yeah, it's just oh man, I think could have did a bunch of different ways. The only thing I think maybe they would have done it this crappy is if he's not really dead, but he's in hiding with Moira to protect him. So if the outside world thinks that he died,
then
yeah, because it's one of those things where it's like it was too easy and too convenient. So the only way this makes sense is that it's
staged.
Which,
and they need everyone to believe that.
Yeah, which I hopefully, because Magneto didn't seem too broken up when he was talking to Psylocke.
Yeah. Because honestly, Magneto seemed more annoyed. Like, this is fish fry. Go to Mr. Sinister.
Yeah, so I don't
have him deal with you.
Yeah. So we'll see. I think it's fake.
Well, Fallen Angels, I kind of like it too.
It was other than the art. The read was.
I thought it was a good read.
Yeah.
I guess it's pretty much like a bunch of these battle-worn, warmongering people who need to find a place in Krakoa, but Krakoa is too peaceful, I guess.
Well, X-23 says she's trying to get out of the shadow of Wolverine. Cable.
He's like a soldier.
Well, they kind of talk to him. They kind of talk about him like he deserves some peace, right?
Yeah.
But it's not old Cable. It's young Cable.
Young Cable.
So he hasn't been that you know of. Like he hasn't been like fighting time wars.
Or maybe it was, and they just put his body into a younger form of himself.
Because he's acting like a younger version of Cable.
Yeah.
Like he's like, I love guns and I'm gonna wreck it.
And then Quanon, or Psylocke.
No,
she feels
Qui-Gon is her slave name.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry, that's her. Well, she's torn right now. Okay, she's having like an identity crisis.
Yeah,
she needs to come out of her shell and become a butterfly. Apparently.
Preview for the next issue is Chrysalis. Oh. But yeah, I think so. Fallen Angels, other than the art, it was an okay read, pretty good. X-Force and Marauders. Yeah. Those are like the three that I'm interested in. And more X-Force and Marauders.
And then I would want to read more of Excalibur.
Yeah. Right now,
I just want to see where it goes.
Yeah, right now, not too interesting, but the people they have in it should be a pretty good dynamic. Like having Apocalypse in a good guy team is an interesting mechanic.
That's automatic.
Or dynamic, I'm sorry. Yeah.
That's automatic. Like, read this.
Yeah.
Apocalypse, he's a good guy.
Yeah. Because he seems kind of like, right now in like his banter and stuff is like, no, call me, because he's using the mutant language.
Call me,
Yeah, it's like it just shows the A symbol.
Wait, who? He was talking, I think it was to Jubilee. Or no, who was he talking to?
No, it was, not Cypher.
Oh, no, it was Psylocke. Or not, sorry. Betsy Braddock, right?
Yeah, it was Betsy.
Where he was like, call me,
and she's like, I'm not even going to pretend I can pronounce that. And he like says it like 3 times in the issue, like, call me,
So I wonder what the actual pronunciation is.
Yeah.
They should have like a dictionary to show, because I would like to know what that A.
No, that's how they pronounce it.
Sounds like the Korean sound.
Yeah.
The little circle.
Well, it's definitely not pronounced Apocalypse, because every time they say it, he doesn't want to be called that. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that would be hard.
Well, what's funny too is they're gonna have to have some big bads, because if Apocalypse is rolling around with them and he's just like kind of standing there, because he's Omega level.
Oh, he's beyond.
Yeah,
he's beyond
Omega, right? He's one of the strongest beings.
If he wanted to wipe that whole island away, he probably could.
Maybe. There's a lot of Omega levels on that.
Okay.
Well, I mean, sure. And Whatchamacallit's never fought. We still haven't seen Legion.
Oh yeah,
because that'd be cool if like Legion and Apocalypse fought.
Man, I wonder where Legion is.
But yeah, they've hinted at him.
He needs to come.
Yeah, they've hinted at him in the series, and I'm surprised they haven't even shown him yet.
I wonder though, if Legion dies, and they put his subconscious into a new body, are all of his personalities, are they part of his subconscious, or is
that part of his power set?
Yeah, like I wonder if Professor X can separate the noise,
or maybe he's gonna give each personality their own body. Ah, it's just Legion Island. That's the closed off island.
Yeah. Curious to see where this whole Dawn of X goes. Did you see how they're releasing the trades?
No, how?
All the number 1s are in one trade book.
Oh, okay. Well, that kind of makes sense.
So, it's not... I mean, they didn't do this before. I mean, before you bought the Xmen collection, it's all the X-Men.
One storyline, yeah.
You know, it's not... Like, you still have to buy the other books to get the rest of the Phalanx Covenant or, stuff like that.
I think it makes sense because the way they're writing it, it's in tandem.
Yeah.
So since it's in tandem, it's coming out all in a row. Because they talk about things that happened in the previous issue.
Kind of feels like the way you read it should be kind of like how you watch Game of Thrones.
Don't bring that show up.
Hey, did you see one of the Black Friday deals?
No, was it Game of Thrones?
$14.99
for the
entire season.
Are you serious?
Wow. Granted, it was digital,
I hope
but still.
hope nobody bought that.
$14.99.
God, what a letdown! Oh my god. Hey, some people liked it. Yeah. I was not one of them.
Well, I mean, by what I'm saying is that's the way of storytelling that we're looking at.
Like it's jumping around.
It's jumping around.
It's cohesive. Yeah.
So that was the first part of Dawn of X.
Yeah, tell us what you thought. Like I said, for the most part...
I don't know, are we missing something? Like, let us know, because...
Well, I don't think we're missing something. It's just, they're introing.
Yeah.
But it just seems kind of like... I was expecting more because it was all build up.
I was on Xmen #1. I wasn't expecting family dinner.
Yeah, I wasn't at all either. And we'll talk about what happened in issue. I've read issue 2. He hasn't read it yet, so we'll talk about that in the next video. But yeah.
All right.
Well, we took quite a bit of break. We were both working quite a bit.
Yeah, well, that and we had those blackouts.
Yeah, California blackouts.
And the fires.
So,
and the harvest.
Yeah. So we'll be doing like a regular upload, changing some things, So, hope you enjoy the content.
Right now we're just doing like catch up.
Yeah. Which is why we did like a short video of kind of summarizing.
The whole Dawn of X Part 1.
Because there's a lot. But it's also not super interesting. So there's some stuff that's...
Some of it
it's a lot of it...
I'm going to read all of them still.
Yeah.
At least until issue 5, and we'll see where it goes from there.
Mm-hmm. But, give everything a chance. It's still the beginning.
Give us a like if you liked the video. Subscribe to the channel. Helps out. Hit the bell if you want to get notified when we put new videos up.
Yeah, and leave comments. See what you like best about the series. What were your favorite parts? What didn't you like? Did you like the art on Fallen Angels?
What was your favorite title of the Dawn of X series?
Also, this cover's like super nice. That one is too. Art Germ's the best. Check them out.
Art Germ.
Plug Art Germ on our channel.
See you next time.